Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the language of business. Today we're diving into a report that might sound a bit dry, but trust me, it involves real estate, money, and some interesting moves behind the scenes. It's like watching a high-stakes poker game, but with buildings instead of cards. It's before we get started, if you like getting clear explanations of confusing corporate documents, make sure to subscribe. And come join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. And come join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. Today we are looking at a report from Blackstone Real Estate Income Trust, or BREIT. Now these filings might seem like a bunch of legal jargon at first glance, but buried inside are clues about the company's health strategies and what they're betting on for the future. This is a current report, also called an 8K, and it tells us about important events that a company wants its investors to know about. This one is dated May 14, 2020, 2025. Okay, let's cut to the chase. The main point of this report is something called an unregistered sale of equity securities. That sounds complicated, but it's actually pretty straightforward. Basically, the company BREIT sold shares of its stock, specifically Class C common stock. The term unregistered here means that these shares weren't offered to the general public through a typical stock market offering. Instead, they were sold privately. So who bought these shares? Well, they were sold to something called a feeder vehicle. Think of a feeder vehicle like a special holding company. It's primarily designed to hold BREIT's Class I and Class C common stock. In turn, it offers interest in itself to certain non-US people, meaning folks who don't live in the United States. This is a way for the company to sell securities without registering them under certain circumstances, like private placements to qualified investors as securities without registering them under certain circumstances, like private placements to qualified investors, and for BREIT's Class I and Class C common stock. In turn, it offers interest in itself to certain non-US people, meaning folks who don't live in the United States. This is a way for the company to raise money from overseas investors without going through all the usual regulatory steps required for a public offering. In the US, the sale was exempt from registration because of something called Section 4 ACM. Now for the numbers. On May 14, 2025, BREIT issued 95,425 Class C common shares to this feeder vehicle. In exchange, they received 1,462,432 cents. This is a relatively small amount of money for a company as big as BREIT, but the implications are more interesting than the dollar amount. Now, what does it all mean? Well, companies sell stock for various reasons. Sometimes it's to raise capital for new investments, pay down debt, or simply boost their cash reserves. In this case, BREIT is using a feeder vehicle to target international investors. This allows them to tap into a different pool of money without the hassle of a full-blown public offering. It could also be a strategic move to diversify their investor base, making them less reliant on any single market or group of investors. Selling shares to international investors can also give the company a global reach and exposure, potentially opening doors to new opportunities and partnerships in different parts of the world. Looking at these results more broadly, this move signals that BREIT is actively seeking capital from international markets and using creative strategies to expand its investor base. While the specific dollar amount isn't huge, it reflects a broader trend of companies looking beyond their home borders for growth and investment. Alright, that's our breakdown of this BREIT filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. Also, don't forget to join the Discord community. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.